Peace and blessings, Royal family. I want to talk about something for a minute because there's a lot of people out here. Hold on, I see somebody sending me a text. There's a lot of people out here that's making up these idols, or what do y'all call them, altars. Doing these ancestor summoning or worshiping or even calling these ancestors. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all make these altars, but y'all don't know who y'all sending y'all prayers to or who you summoning. Who you summoning? Do you know? Okay, let me ask you this. Who made up Thoth? Did you ever see Thoth? How you know Thoth is real? How you even know Isis is real? A white man wrote that in a book. These Egyptologists can tell y'all that, and y'all believe this shit. Did y'all see these things? And when you see them, do they tell you their name is Isis? Do y'all know these things can't talk? No, they never could talk. That's what symbols was made up for. We got symbols. Symbols is our first language. That's called the Mui Sol, or Solex. Because God never talked, neither did none of them other things. Y'all gotta wake up. Think about it. If they wrote a whole language to make up the simple fact that they couldn't talk, what made them able to upgrade and talk now to y'all? Y'all can't even see them, so how could you say you can hear them? You're hearing your imagination right there. I want to get that part straight. Now, let me tell you something. Spirits y'all can't see them. They're here, all around you. They got a job to do. All of them. Every single one. There's not one that don't have a job. Let's count them like radio bands on the station from 98 all the way to whatever, you know what I'm saying, 2007, 98.7 KISS, all that, 107 BLS. Now, each one working that frequency of what they have to do. It's like a spectrum of light, a frequency, and that's what they live in, and they have a job to do in there. So you summon them out of their frequency of what they're doing, and they don't even supposed to be doing whatever you're summoning them for anyway. So you summon them, you call them for something. So when you call them for something now, they can't do it. So what they do, they fuck with y'all, because you see, they in your mind too. You projecting them out of you. So they know what you're thinking, and they can entertain your thoughts. So what they do is they entertain your thoughts, giving you these false perceptions. I don't see nobody a prophet, a prophecy, or doing anything. Y'all connecting, y'all healing, y'all doing this. Every person that heals somebody is dead. The reason why they die is because they have karma out here. If you go fuck somebody over, and then you think you ain't getting fucked over too, or you're gonna let yourself get fucked over too, and then go to some healing doctor to take it off of you and you good now? First of all, that healing doctor fucked up. It don't work like that. He's taking off whatever God did to you, or really, I call it Heka. Heka is the one responsible for that, because we all is protected by our magnetic field. But once you go and violate another human being, that protection lifts off of you. And now you're susceptible to that same thing that you did to that person. So after years upon years of you doing fucked up shit, you don't have no fucking protection in your magnetic field. You look innocent like a baby in the face. So anything can happen to you. You're susceptible. So then when you're susceptible, that means they could come on you. So you're being attacked, you get anxiety, fear. They're in your house. But you can't talk to God, you can't talk to Thoth, you can't talk to none of these things. They're not in the air or none of that. They ain't you. When they come out, they got to come out of you. Shu is the air. Shu is the spirit of the air. We all came from the air first. the elementals, and they're in the frequency right here. If you was to take this light and separate it through a prism and then break the prism into its own single bandwidth, which is many, many dimensions to each, just to go from, let's say, yellow to turquoise. You know how many levels that is? It's a lot. So I just want you to understand that all this that y'all blowing out the box and thinking y'all Corman and O'Shea and all this shit, y'all fucking up. All them probiotic healers and all that is dead. The one I'm resting right now, every one of them is still dead too. They dying. It ain't just Dr. Sabi and them and the famous ones, the hood ones too. Because they don't know what they're doing. You know how many people have to help to try to take these things off of them because they took it off of somebody else? You fucked up when you did that. So realize one thing. When I make these videos and I'm telling people, you know, just projecting shit from my forehead and doing my Egyptian hand shit, that's only power you could do through God. You can't take it and perverse it and do what the fuck you want. You don't see me making video on how to summon in anybody or do anything more than just the power of the ancestors. When y'all using it for love, money, and all this shit and healing, if you didn't interview the motherfucker to see what he did and see if he deserved it, you fucked up. And I'm letting you know now straight up. The God is real. We're not here to play no games or to do any false science or to do any fucking romance of your mind and shit. This ain't a fucking movie. And you live in a fucking movie. It was written by white people. And this is the truth. No disrespect, because I love everybody. Everybody's mixed. I'm mixed. Yeah, you're mixed. If you're African American, you mixed. Everybody's caught up in this shit right now. So, you got to realize that everybody have to know the integrity of what they're doing. If you're going to use it naturally, do natural shit. But you can't just be summoning shit you don't know what it is, because it has an adverse effect. And this is what we're here for, to set this straight. You know what I'm saying? And whoever don't understand this is going to learn the hard way. Because this is a temporary state right here we're in. We didn't enter the Aquarian age. We're in the cusp of it. This is the warning for the Aquarian age. And y'all going to have an upgrade. And if y'all don't know how to handle the upgrade, y'all going to have to go downgrade. And that's what's going on right now. Consciousness is dishing out. That's the ear ringing and everything. Either you're raising in consciousness or you're low in consciousness. There's no in between. Those in between is going to be the one that's catching anxiety, sickness, fear, and all this crazy shit, because they can't decide which chapter of the book they're going to go, back to the old chapter or the new chapter. Well, this is it. This is the new chapter. It's a whole new thing. Forget about everything they taught you yesterday, because it's new rules now. We're coming with the new rules. You understand? Y'all going to learn them one by one when we bring them. It's going to come automatically in you. That ear ringing, it gives everybody authority over you. You don't have no authority over yourself, because you lost that. You disadvantaged yourself. You voided yourself out of this. It's higher beings now coming to fix the earth, the atmosphere, the world. That's that. Now y'all need to relearn, because they're going to take everything out of you. All that shit that y'all learning and thinking is real, it's got to go, because we have a job to do. We're part of the atmosphere. We're here to protect everything like it's to protect us. Like how the trees and all that shit, the plants give us oxygen or whatever. We have a job to do. That's our job, not to be here doing the dumb shit y'all doing and playing with whatever these people invent, man. Everything is inside of you. Y'all just bringing problems upon problems upon problems upon problems upon yourself. Y'all buy shit y'all can't afford. Y'all get technology that y'all don't fucking need. This shit is real right here, man. Y'all got to pull it together as black people. Y'all acting outside the Constitution of what you was built for. I don't know what to tell y'all, but that's the truth of everything, and this is what it is. One love.